Hello everyone, my title is a brief analysis of the pronunciation characteristics and singing style of Italian and Chinese art song in vocal performance. Research based on practice and reflection. Here is my contents. Italian art songs have held a significant position in European vocal history since the 17th century. Renowned for their rounded vowels, crisp consonants, balanced syllabic structure, and flowing melodic lines rooted in the bell canto tradition. These positions emphasizes stable breath support, natural vocal register, consistency, and the sustained total beauty foundation that provide a solid technical basic for their lyrical expressiveness and emotional openness. For global vocal learners, Italian art song not only expandify the function of language and music, but also serve as essential training material for bel canto techniques. In stark contrast, Chinese art song emerged in the early 20th century, blending Western compositional techniques with the language's charm of traditional Chinese poetry. The four-tone system and the syllabic structure of Chinese, combined with tonal patterns of classical verse, endow this song with distinctive linguistic features and cultural depths, characterized by subtle emotional expression. They create poetic imagery through nuanced vocal techniques and rhythmic variation embody the Eastern musical aesthetic that prioritize contextual storytelling over direct emotional release. In the A1 study, I have compared the differences between Italian and Chinese art song in terms of language structure, pronunciation characteristics, singing techniques, and style expression through literature review and preliminary practice, as well as differences in emotional expression, technical and performance emphasizes teaching methods and cross-cultural practices. The A1 stage builds on this with a more in-depth practical process. Next, I will have two recordings, one for the song performance and another for the practice output of rap performance and makeup comparison and analysis. The first song is the Italian art song La Promessa. Rossini is well versed in the essential of the Italian bel canto traditional. The melodic lines of the promise are highly lyrical, flowing and graceful, full of delicate emotional fluctuation. The opening phrase is often gentle and lyrical, gradually introducing emotional tension. The dramatic expression of ornamentation, unlike the virtuosis ornamentation in Rossini operas, the decorative embellishment in Promessa, such as trills, appoggiatura, staccato notes, rapid scales, and arpeggios are not more technical displays. They serve as virtual tools for deepening emotional resonance and enhancing dramatic expression. These elements frequently emerge when conveying some false promessa, intense emotion like anguish or anxiety, or emphasizing key phrase by transforming the profound sentiments. Embedding the lyrics into dowsing musical sound, they dramatically amplify the expressive power and emotional impact of the music. Initial performance problem, the conversion of consonants in short stable is not smooth enough, which affects the clarity of speech and the coherence of melody. The sentence Vinganero has a serious chain break. Adjustments strategy, practice slow articulation and gradually accelerate to ensure a natural transition of consonants. Add slight dynamic changes in emotion process to enhance the sense of threat. Reply effect, the speech clarity is significantly improved. The portion of melody and language rhythm is higher, and the overall performance is more lyrical and narrative. The second song is Italian art song Il Bacio. Initial problems, the diapason like io, I in the rapid 4 minutes are not clear enough and the sound of the broken notes lacks strength. Adjust the strategy, celebrate the practice of tap song, ensure that each vowel has separate pronunciation space, strengthen the breath burst of break. Replay effect, the clarity and the flexibility of the first paragraph are greatly improved, and the light and the playful style of the work can be fully displayed. The summarizing Italian song at the beginning of the performance, the vowel extension is insufficient and the consonant processing is slightly steep. Through focused resonance and reduced consonant emphasis during reprise, the melodic coherence was significantly enhanced. During the reprise breath, refined breath control improved vowel articulation and made consonants flow and more naturally, creating a smoother overall melodic line. Moreover, emotional expression was incorporated into stylistic interpretation, making the performance more compelling. The tighter integration of vocal delivery and musical elements vividly showcased the distinctive charm of Italian art song. And technical focus. In Italian, many letters in the alphabet produce single sound, while certain vowels and consonants can be pronounced in various ways to make accurate choice. It's crucial to understanding syllable stress, the precision of vowels within words. They are neighboring letters in the possibility of two or three consecutive vowels. Additionally, attention should be paid to whether the pronunciation involves diphthong, glottal, or two syllables. Italian singing emphasizes breath control and resonance, clamber utilization, heightening vowel purity and extension, consonant softening and community, as well as melodic line fluidity to achieve smooth vowel progression and natural consonant transition. Performance must pay special attention to praise transition between phrases to maintain consonants melodic flow. And next, we're going to Chinese art song. The first Chinese art song is 景色. Initial performance problem when singing without rhythm in highly register, the yumping tone of and is not enough to rise due to the influence of melody direction, resulting the thematic deviation. The breath control at the end of long sentences is slightly insufficient. Adjusting strategy use the rhythm of half recitation to make the intonation and the melody blending more naturally, deepening the inhalation before the long sentences and adopt the breathing method of stage sport. Rehearsal effect. The intonation is more accurate. The breath at the end of sentence is more sufficient, and the overall poetic expression is more stable and delicate. And the second Chinese art song is Guanju. Problem in the first performance. Too much bel-canto singing, ignoring the rhythm and pronunciation of ancient poetry, affecting the coherence of melody. The rhythm is too tight. Adjustment strategy: add a slight buffer before the consonant to soften the consonant. Relax the rhythm slightly to make the nation style to the work more lyrical. Reply effect: the consonant processing is more natural. The melody fluency is improved, and the nation color is the song is more distinct. Summary Chinese songs. In the initial performance, some tones were deviated due to influence of melody. Through breath control and rhythmic refinement in vocal delivery, the performance enhanced tonal precision and poetic expression while deepening lyrical interpretation. Subtle emotional nuances further amplified the song invocative power. The vocal techniques incorporated distinctive Chinese phonetic features, achieving seamless articulation between words and songs. The composition written the registered legacy of traditional Chinese art song while incorporating personalized interpretation, creating a unique artistic appeal. These refinements vividly demonstrated how linguistic characteristics shape both style, offering Yuan valuable insights for future teaching practice and artistic applications. And technical focus. Chinese song plays particular emphasis on clear articulation and vocal flexibility. Flexibility, especially when handling the four tones. This requires achieving perfect synchronization between language, rhythm, and musical cadence, maintaining tone accuracy, balancing linguistic and melodic rhythm, and highlighting the poetic emerging and emotions subtlety and essential techniques. Moreover, skillfully conveying the poem's artistic beauty through nuanced emotional expression and tonal variations remains visual technical elements. And next, proceed with analysis and comparison. The practical finding of the study demonstrate that language structure exerts decisive influence on vocal techniques and stylistic presentation, while technical adjustments in turn shape lyric stylistic characteristics. This discovery resonates with language, culture, music, Trinity model proposed by Yuan and Saffold, confirming that language serves as a most crucial constraint in crowd culture in simulations. This research revises the notion of complete transferability of techniques. Although Italian bel canto techniques can enhance the timbre of Chinese song to some extent, direct application may compromise the clarity and artistic conception of Chinese tones. Conversely, excessive translation of Chinese vocal breathing patterns and announced expression into Italian composition might weaken the emotion expressiveness of original works. This finding reveals that technical transfer in cross linguistic Singing exhibits selective and balanced characteristics. If the singers were from other native language backgrounds, such as German or English speakers, their performance outcome might differ. Linguistic phonetic conversion, like German consonant frication and English vowel weakening, could influence their adaptation to Italian and Chinese song. Future research should therefore incorporate multilingual performance to better compare vocal performance differences across linguistic contexts. Furthermore, this study providently reflects on auditory analysis and teacher feedback, lacking quantitative support from acoustic parameters. Future research could utilize acoustic software to measure resonance, peak, duration, value, and loudness levels, thereby objectively varying breath allocation, pitch accuracy, and timbre differences. This approach would enhance the technical dimension of the research, provide more scientifically grounded data support for cross-linguistic vocal performance studies. And the last conclusion, through in-depth analysis of 4 Italian Chinese art songs, including their performance practices, classroom demonstration, and feedback data, this study has yielded significant insights. First, linguistic structure profoundly influences vowel techniques. Italian phonetic characteristics enable performances to maintain breath control coherence while delivering melodic fluidity, while Chinese tonal patterns demand precise rhythm coordination for accurate expression. Second, technical adaptation requires selective browsing when learning foreign vocal techniques. Performance should selectively adopt elements while preserving their unique artistic identity to maintain the art song distinctive charm. Third, cross-cultural singing practice demonstrates that cultural understanding is essential. Only through deep comprehension of songs cultural context can performance authentically convey emotion depth. Finally, this study validates the theoretical hypothesis and provides actionable convey pedagogical strategies. Their finding not only guide future teaching practice, but also benefits our song learners by offering practical instructional approaches, provide valuable expression and methods. Through comparative analysis, this study clarifies how the interaction between language and music shapes vocal performance style, offering new perspective for vocal educators and learners. Furthermore, it demonstrated that cross-cultural singing practice not only enhanced performance, co comprehensive skill, but also facilitate artistic exchange and integration across cultural background. This finding opened up with new possibility for future research, particularly in exploring how to better incorporate multicultural elements into vocal performances within a globalized context. The research also calls for greater emphasis on integrating language and culture in education, aiming to cultivate performance with international vision and profound artistic cultivation. And the following is the question time.
Your research primarily focuses on vocal characteristics and singing styles. So, how do you think cross-language singing affects the singer's emotional expression?
This is a crucial yet often overlooked issue. Crossing language singing is not merely about technical and language adaptation, it directly influences a singer's emotional expression. In Italian, song singers often achieve direct emotional release through open voice, full breath support, and continuous melodic lines. This expressive approach emphasizes openness and experience. In Chinese song, due to the tonal nature of the language and the poetic imagery, singers must convey emotions through nuanced dynamic breathing control, phrasing, and restrained timbre. This expressive style prioritizes reverse and artistic conception. When performing crossing language songs, singers must adjust their expressive modes. If they apply Italian style passionate experience to Chinese songs, they risk disrupting the delicate poetic subtleties. Conversely, excessive restraint in Italian song may dilute the inherent passion and drama of the work.
In your research, you emphasize the selectivity of technical transfer in cross-language singing. Based on your practical performance experiences, how do you determine which techniques can be transferred and which are unsuitable for transfer?
Okay. The criteria for judgment operates on two main levels. One, compatibility of linguistic structure. If the vocal logic of the target language aligns with original technique, transfer is possible. For example, the Italian technique of long voice part can be moderately applied to the emphasis of Chinese song, but overshare may obscure the subtle tone variations of Mandarin. And two, audience reception. Crowd culture scene is not just a technical matter, but also involves aesthetic expectation. If technique transfer risks distorting the cultural meaning of the song for audience, caution is necessary. For example, excessive use of Chinese half repetitive half-singing technique in Italian song might make Western listener perceive it as disrupting melodic integrity. Therefore, technique transfer is more akin to condition function, requiring flexible judgment based on language, style, and aesthetic rather than rigid application. Okay, thank you. Okay, here is all my speak.